Hello my happy fellow gardener, what's going on down there guys? Welcome back. This is Marceline at cashewgreens.com. So today in this video I'm going to show you my best natural fertilizer that I use here in my garden to feed my plants, especially plants that love water. I also want to share with you guys my other fertilizer here. It's an adds-on benefits to boost the plants. I'm so excited. Would you like to know what powder is this? So keep watching, don't click away because I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes. Meal time. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited guys. I cannot wait to share with you my best natural fertilizer that I use here in my garden to feed my plants, especially plants that love water. So what are we having here? We have the banana peel. I cut it into pieces. You can blend this banana peel in the blender. And I have the eggshell, and I'm going to show you this eggshell on how do you prepare this. So I have this one already prepared to save time, and I have this Epsom salt, and I have this powder, and I'm going to share this powder to you guys, so stick around until to the end because I'm going to share this before the end of this video. But hey, before we mix all of these ingredients, if this is the first time you discover my channel, consider to like this video, share to all your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, always keep your notification icon so you get notified when I upload new video so you don't miss anything. Alright, so when you process your eggshell, like what you see here, when I had this few months ago, I used the blender. The blender is the grinder. And I grind this eggshell. So if you're going to grind eggshell, make sure that you wet the eggshell before you grind them, because otherwise you would be suffocated with this fume. I was inside the greenhouse and all this fume I was choking, so don't do that. So you can either grind them with this grinder or any kind of grinder that you have, or you can crush it. Now when you crush this one, I'm going to show you the application on how you apply this solid materials directly into the plants, and also I'm going to show you how to apply this in the form of liquid. So you just crunch like that, but hey, before you start doing this crunching with this eggshell, make sure you wash the shell first and then dry them out and put this in the microwave. You can use microwave or the oven. Now, how long do you use the microwave? You're going to heat the microwave in high heat for 3 to 5 minutes. And then in oven, if you're gonna use in oven, set your oven to 400 degrees from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. This would kill any bacteria like E. coli that is present in the eggshell, because you don't want that E. coli. And then after that, now it's already crunched it in here. Now we're going to put this one in the container. All right, guys, so I have the container in here. This is what I found in the garden. So we are going to mix this one here. So what you need is just you can put this one. I will put this powder here. See this powder? So I'm going to put this powder, everything in here. Hold on, I'm going to have stuff in here. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. This is the powder form. And keep watching guys, because I'm going to explain it to you, the benefits of this and what nutrients that mostly this fertilizer have to feed to your plants. So you just put it in here in the gallon. As easy breezy. And then you put your banana. So I will put this banana, I will divide it into half because I'm gonna show you the application in the solid form, okay? And you just put it in here, the banana. This is a good experimentation, guys, and it is good. Your plants would be happy with this because this is natural. Keep in mind that the natural fertilizer or natural or organic fertilizer, it doesn't act faster as opposed to the synthetic fertilizer, but it keeps your soil, give that soil good, rich, rich in soil, and also it is stay there for a longer period of time. So your plants can utilize those nutrients in over time. So that is good thing. It improves your soil. So I'm going to show it to you. And also your salt. So what I'm doing here, I use 1 shot of salt, guys. I just put it in here, but I use the 5 ounce. So this is what is good about gardening, because you can experiment almost anything. I always experiment in here, guys. I do a lot of research and also experimentation, test and trial. Sometimes I sacrifice my plants by digging the root of the plants and check the root. So I can share it to you. Here you go. Now we are cooking in here. Okay, so now this fertilizer, guys, is a water soluble, and I'm going to share this with you, but stay with me because I'm going to show you the application. So this is the one. This is a natural fertilizer made in plant base, and there is a direction in here. If you get this, I will add this one in the link. This is 14% of nitrogen. There is a direction in here. You follow that direction, and this is really best in giving your plants. If your plants is in distress, or your plants need nitrogen, needs nitrogen because it is nitrogen deficiency, so give this one. So you can apply this fertilizer in mixing with water, or also you can do it best in foliar spray. So I mix it in here and just spray the leaves. Okay, so how much are we going to put it in there per gallon? It is recommended that it is 1 teaspoon. So I have this thing in here, and I'm going to do the measurement. 1 teaspoon. That's what it needs. Here you go. That's the way how you create the recipe. So just like that. And then we will add the water. So 1 teaspoon of this powder soluble per gallon of container. Okay, so let's add some water. Okay, so we already put the water, so what we need is to stir and stir. So keep stirring, guys, until it dissolves. Here you go. Now it. All right, guys, so we have our fertilizer in here. We're going to feed our plants in a liquid form. I'm also going to show you how to apply the fertilizer in the solid form. Now, the plants that we're going to feed her is the hydrangea, then the taro. This is so cute. This is the magic taro, guys. And then the water spinach or kangkong, very nutritious Asian vegetables, and the creeping jenny. Creeping jenny is very adaptive to any environment you grow them. It can be grown in the soil. It can also be grown in water. I grew creeping jenny in the greenhouse in my aquaponic raised bed, and right now it is growing like crazy. So we're going to feed this with liquid fertilizer. Now, before we even feed them, let's understand about the basic understanding about the root system and its function. We're not going to cover the whole details about the root anatomy because it takes too long to cover that subject. It might, if I do that, I might separate that in another video. But just a little bit information so you guys can understand the basic function of the roots, and also you are more likely to take care of your plants to make them happy. Look at that. Right now they're struggling. They need food. All right. So this is the root system. Oh my gosh, guys. This plant I uprooted yesterday, I hurt my back. When I pulled it, I fell backward, but it's okay. I'm okay. There's no injury. It was just strong, very strong. Actually, this is weed. It's very annoying. So, okay, so here's the root system. Now, there are two functions of the roots, okay? The primary function of the root is absorption and anchorage. Now, the primary absorption is the absorb water and also minerals in the soil. The tip of the root, which is this one here, so I'm not going into more details of that. So the tip of the root, this is the main root, the first appeared when the plants grow. It anchor that into the soil, supporting the whole entire plant from falling down. So that is the function of the root. Now the secondary function of the root, which is this fine here and here, is for storage. Now they storage the food, the minerals that is found in the soil, they store that for future use. Now if the plants wants nutrients and in need of food and energy, they will signal that with the use of the hormones. You will say like, hey, I need these nutrients, I need fuel in her, so to keep me going. So the roots will release that storage food to the plants so that the plants can utilize. And some other additional function to help that more branching and some division. So we will stop from there because, as I mentioned, it has a lot of materials if we are going to go into the anatomy of the root. Okay, so now we're going to feed our plants. So stay with me, guys, because I'm going to show you the aftermath. So we are going to observe the plants how the plants look like before we feed them with this fertilizer, during the process of fertilization, and also after the end of the fertilizer, so the end result. So stay with me, okay? All right, so what you need is just feed them. So keep in mind that if you feed the fertilizer in the container grown plants, it can easily leak. So you have to apply it more often, as maybe every 2 weeks. They are not the same as grown in the soil, that it will little bit stay there longer. Now, organic fertilizer or natural fertilizer is a slow release fertilizer. It acts as slow release. It is not the same as the synthetic fertilizer. When you add in, it's just like boom, it's quick. So this is slow release. The good thing, the exciting part of using the organic fertilizer or natural fertilizer to feed your plants, it stays there in the soil for a longer period of time. So it is a long term. It helps the soil have good aeration. It also helps the soil improve the soil quality and texture. So that is the good thing to apply the organic fertilizer. Now let's go and feed the plants that we grow in the soil. Okay, so this is the hydrangea that I grow here in the garden. Now, when you apply the fertilizer in the liquid form, you just pour this water around it. Just pour that one. Okay. Now, if you apply the solid form, the powder soluble, guys, you have to mix that with water. So you cannot apply directly to the plant. You have to mix it with other solvent. So you just create a space in here. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. So just around the plant. And then you dig a little bit so you can put this fertilizer. So you just put the banana in here, okay? And then you can also put the eggshell, and then you cover it. Now, the benefits of the banana is the potassium. So it gives potassium to the soil, to the plant. The potassium is good for immunity of the plant. Now the eggshell in here is the nutrients that you can get from the eggshell is the calcium. The calcium is the building block for healthy bones, which is the cells of the plant. That is the cell wall of the plant. So that's helping that. Now this eggshell here, it also acts like a lime. It balances the acidity of the soil. And if you put this one here, crunching it, one of the annoying pests in the hydrangea is the slug. You know, the slug, they will eat the leaves. So these small particles, if you grind this or if you break this one into small pieces, it prevents the slug because it cuts that soft-bodied. So this is a natural fertilizer, natural material, natural fertilizer that you can not only to give food to the plant, it also preventing that uh, plant from being attacked by these slugs. And I have a lot of slugs in here, and I keep this one in here. So make sure that you rinse that eggshell before you apply them and bake them in a high heat. Okay, so that's the way how you do it. So you just sprinkle around it. And also, this eggshell, you can also apply them to all of your plants, especially tomato, because it prevents rot. So if you apply this one, it helps that. So that's how you do it. And I'm going to show you on how to apply it in the container. All right, so if you feed the plants with this fertilizer, you feed them. I'm going to take this out, guys, okay? All right, so you put this one here. You can place this inside the container. All right, so just put it in the container in here. And then you place this back inside. Okay, so you can put this one all of your container grown plant. So in the long term, this eggshell and banana peel will decompose over time, and then helps that give that nutrients to the plant. So it will be available for the plants in the long term. So that's how you use this fertilizer in the solid form. 6 months later. All right, so that was the way how you apply the fertilizer, guys, to all your plants, whether you apply them in a solid form or apply them in the liquid form. So in the liquid, you have to apply that more often to the plants that you've grown in the container. And it is a slow release, and it helps your plants improve the quality of your soil. Now, would you want to see the result, guys? For sure. Let's go check it out. that, guys. So this is the end result of the fertilizer that we give to the plants, the liquid fertilizer. Look at this Asian vegetables. It grows wild. I might have to harvest this and eat. And as you can see, the creeping genie in here. Look at the creeping genie, guys. It's so beautiful, green foliage. So because we applied this kind of fertilizer, the water soluble, this is this is the agmino. So I'm going to link this one, guys, below in this video if you need this fertilizer. This is high in nitrogen, so you want that nitrogen for your plants. So the more nitrogen you give into the plants increases the chlorophyll production. What exactly is chlorophyll? Well, chlorophyll is a green pigmentation in the leaves that results from the sunlight. So the more chlorophyll in your plant, it increases the production of food and energy, more sugar. So you want more sugar, guys, to keep you going. So this is the adds on benefits to give to your plant. So keep in mind, you have to mix this in your solvent. So 1 teaspoon per gallon. You can also read the direction in here. There's a direction in here. This is the natural fertilizer derived from the plant base, from vegetables. So that is the powder that I use it in here. So thank you for watching, guys. If this video is helpful, give it like, share it with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to open your notification icon so you can get notified when I upload video every week. So thank you for watching, and see you next week. Bye bye.